Yo, 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 we're back. We're back with some more Wynncraft. Let's go. We just got a new update, or update beta, but same thing really. That Minecraft noise was a bit too loud, sorry. We're back with a new update. Here we go. Let's, let me just shout. I think I have shouts on here. I do. Let's go. Wait, let me make sure I got the... There's like a watch and there's this like live. There we go. Boom. All right. We're back with some Wynncraft. Hi everyone. What is this crown thing in chat? Is that the leaderboard? I got a notification a few weeks ago about like YouTube adding some like live stream leaderboard or something. Maybe it's referring to like who's the top chatter or something. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to experiment with that. We just got a new update, or update beta. As I said, the changelog dropped a little bit ago. But yeah, here we are. Have you guys read the changelog or anything? I dropped a short as well, but I don't know if anyone noticed that. Let me just post the stream in WinMate. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at the changelog. Well, I'm not gonna show it. I'm just gonna sort of discuss it, if that's all right. Unless you guys really want to see a very bright screen of the changelog with text. No, I'm just gonna summarize the different things, and then I'll sort of show it off and we'll take a look. What is the update? I haven't played Wynncraft in a while. Same. I know nothing yet. First going in as a surprise. Still reading it. All right. Yeah, your top fans. Yeah, we'll see what the numbers do throughout the stream. But yeah, all right. So the update. It's called hi Lou, you're muted I think on the stream right now because I don't have chat or Discord up. So the update is called I forgot, even though I just edited the short and stuff. Wardrobe Wonders, that's what it's called. The double W, triple Wynncraft Wardrobe Wonders. And as you can tell by the name, it seems to have to do with a wardrobe. And you might be able to see that on me, actually. I'm looking all shiny and fancy. And yeah, that's why I'm also not using shaders. I know, I'm sorry, guys. No shaders for this, because the second I toggle shaders, it's gonna get all green and weird looking. And that's just how it is with these sort of armor features. But anyway, so the main things in the update is loot run trials and a new in-game store, a new rank and some new store stuff, and Wynncraft accounts, some new aspects, and a complete rework of the Trickster archetype. And if you saw the short, I showed a little bit of each of those things, but let's go through it, starting with the store stuff, because, well, that's the coolest, from, you know, in my opinion. That thing you saw in the sky, that was a bomb going off, by the way. I need to lower the music for myself a little bit, because it is loud. All right. So, some of the store stuff has gotten reworked. As you can see, that's a totem. They look cool now, but that's not a mob totem. That's a gathering totem, because hero ranked players and champion ranked players now get a gathering totem. I think champion get 4, and I would therefore assume that hero gets 2 a day. And they basically give you a chance of getting some increase, like double materials when gathering if they're nearby. And you can sort of tell the radius from this little glow effect. And the regular mob totem has it as well. So it's a much cooler outline that you can actually see quite well. Anyway, so the in-game store. Let's take a look at that. Here it is. Store and wardrobe. This is what it looks like. It's not going to have all these buttons down here. First, you're going to have to click like an expand button over here first, then it will open up fully. So what does this mean? Well, the entire online store is in the game now. So you can buy everything in the game. So say you want to get a rank. Now I have champions, so you can't see them here. You could buy a rank in game. And then the magical thing here is the preferred currency. You can swap between Silver Bull shares and cash. That means, in short, you can buy anything on the store with Silver Bull shares now. You can buy ranks with shares. That means that if you play the game and make enough LE to buy shares, you could get any rank. You could basically buy champion but never spend a single dollar on the actual game because Wynn got the money from someone else buying the shares. So yeah, so you can buy ranks and you can buy anything with Silver Bull shares in game. So you'd have to buy it in game for that. But if you instead were to choose your sort of preferred currency to be cash, when you sort of go through this buying process, you would instead just be redirected to the actual online store. And yeah, that's one of the biggest changes with this. You can buy anything with Silver Bull shares. So yeah, but we have to wait for release. Exactly. It's just the beta, so you can't do it just yet, but hopefully the beta won't be super long. It's not like a major update where the beta could take like a month or anything like that. I'm assuming it's going to be a relatively short beta. It's sort of a bigger patch, but it's not a major update. So you can buy crates and everything. Do I even have Silver Bull shares? I don't. Where do I even see it here? If I hover over it, yeah, see, untradeable shares 10. Here's another thing. All Silver Bull shares will be multiplied by 5. So if you are on the current servers, you have, let's say, 1 Silver Bull share. After the update, you will have 5. It won't change the actual value, so you won't sort of have made 5 times the money. It's just because the prices are being matched to Silver Bull shares. So think of it as 1 Silver Bull share equating to $1 instead of 1 Silver Bull share equating to $5. That makes it easier, so you can see that, like on the store, it would say that champion rank is $170 or 170 Silver Bull shares. So it's just a mathematical thing, don't worry about it. But yeah, so tradable shares, bombs, everything. There is a few new things you can do. So one of the things that is that you can preview crates and their rewards. So if you see here, you can right click to preview, and here you can see all the cosmetics that this type of crate has, and you can see a little check mark if you own it already. Pretty neat. But if we instead click it again, but with the other button this time, let's take this one. You now get placed in a little preview window where it's applying the cosmetic, but it's also keeping the glint that I added before. Oh, thank you for the tradable shares. That's going to be great. Because then I can show how the shop works and everything. But yeah, so you can preview everything now. And then you right click to exit. And here, if you hover over this, you can see the stats of how likely it is to get different tiers of cosmetics. And if you hover over a specific one, say I really want the Yaya one, you can see the sort of row that says this. It says that this specific one has a 1.74% chance of being sort of obtained in one tier 4 crate. How many silverable shares equates to champion? The same amount that would be in dollars, basically, because one share equals $1, basically. So I would assume 170, but don't quote me on that because I can't see it in the store because I have it already. So you can sort of see specifically the cosmetics. You can preview them. You can even preview the player effects, which is pretty dope. If anyone uses those, I personally don't because I don't like the particles, but you can. And as you could tell with this Phoenix Saber, a lot of the old crate cosmetics have been reworked into the sort of newer, more modern style. So they look really cool. Alright, so Lou is telling me that some of the sort of tiers have changed. So Phoenix, this sort of style or this group, they're black market instead of godly now. So, for example, as you can see, the colors are a bit different because it's also applying my glint, but keep that in mind when you preview these. Anyway, if we go back here, we can try buying something on the store, but I want to go here and go through and show you guys some pets because we can preview pets as well. So let's say we want to preview the eye, for example. Here's the pet, what it would look like. So you could preview the pet, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, some of them have gotten remodeled as well. And look at this one. Oh, this one's cool. Look at that. Look at those wings. Yeah, that looks really dope. Much better than the sort of old flying armor stand. Don't you guys think? Alright, let's go back. And bombs. Can't preview those though. Let me just check the changelog real quick so I don't miss anything specific. So one of the new things is the item bombs. They now give you a full tier 4 loot chest worth instead of just 2 items. And ingredient bombs give 16 ingredients. 16? Wow, that's a lot. Alright, so let's say we want to buy something. Let's say I want... Oh, tokens as well. So I almost forgot the tokens. You guys are going to freak out about these. So there's a tracker reroll. So if you have shiny mythics, you can reroll the sort of shiny tracker on it to a different one. So say your shiny mythic has a dungeons completed, you could re-roll it using a token, and it could be, for example, mobs killed. That's randomized. There's a oh, here's just a bigger bundle. Then there's a tracker reset. So let's say you want to reset the counter back to 0, you could use one of these. These are consumables, so they sort of disappear after one use. There's a guild rename token. This can be used by the guild owner only to change the name. And then there's raid and loot run daily bonus refreshes, and they refresh your daily bonus for raids or loot runs. So let's say I don't have a shiny mythic, but let's say we get a loot run, and then we just, you can see here the price, 3 silverable shares. We still have silverable shares here. We click add, has a little animation. Let's go and also buy, for example, some combat bombs. No, that's too many. Let's just do those 12 combat bombs. So now we add, or 12, I mean silverable shares. We add that, then we can click checkout. Here you can see, we can see the price, and then we just click pay, and then it does a little animation, and now we got the stuff. And if you had it on cash, it would just open up the, oh yeah, and there's crate opening animations now. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, so what was I saying? I got distracted by the crates. If you instead had cash, it would just redirect you to the store. Now, did I have any crates? I do have some crates. So let's open a crate. Wait, not enough space. I gotta move forward a little bit. All right, so there's a crate animation now. Let's go. And as you can see, there are different colors based on the tier of the crate. So the first one was brown, this one's silver. I don't really like the tokens, to be honest. It kind of removes the specialness, even though I don't have shinies. I get your point. I also don't have shinies though, so I guess we'll see what the shiny owner people have to say about it. I mean, it's cool. It looks much better than the old stuff. What do gathering totems do? Gathering totems have a let me see if I can quote the actual change logs. I don't misspeak here, but let me just control F it, honestly. Gathering. All right, more info about those later down. Okay, there we go. So they, when used around a gathering node, nodes have a 30% chance to double their material. So let's say you're doing some profs, you plop down a gathering totem nearby, and then each node will have a 30% chance to give you double the materials. So let's say that would be pretty useful, actually. Not only for bulk gathering, but imagine you're pretty lucky and you could have a party, right, with a bunch of people, and then you have continuously boosted it, and then your chances of getting double the tier 3 go up. That's great. And here's the mob totem. It's also animated, but with a red skull. You can also see the gathering totem has tools on it, and the mob totem has rune symbols, I believe. But yeah. All right, the crate animation is slick. Yeah, it looks great, but I mean, I have a few sort of personal gripes with some of these things. I'll just get some more crates and then I can show you. I should actually do that. There we go. All right. So here's the thing. Let me open a new crate. Let's open a high tier crate. Let me enable shaders. And now you can see, you can't actually see me. You can see the model and everything, but you can't see where I am. And the reason is because it's using core shaders to do some of the cool animation stuff, and that doesn't work when you have shaders. And as you guys probably know by now, I like my shaders, but it's okay. It's okay. Now we gotta take a look at the elephant in the room here, and that is the wardrobe. I know. All right. So here's the wardrobe. When you first open it, it gives you the sort of preview display. It's a sort of weird F5 mode, but it's really cool. And if you think it's too zoomed in, just press F5 again and you're good to go. Now I just gotta press it. There we go. So here you sort of left click to open it and you get met with this menu. Here you can see you can click on the style to choose your cosmetic. So let's switch to a different hat. Let's go for this one right here. And then let's go for a different weapon, just so we can take a look at things. And disguises. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Let's see if we do a cow disguise and then go back to here. You can see that disguises are now actually modeled, which is pretty dope. So other players, when they're disguised, will look like models. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. So that is pretty dope. Anyway, how do I disable this? Oh yeah, you click on the little golden sort of square up there, or it's not a square, it's more like a diamond. Then there is the glints. So the glints you unlock by being subscribed to Silver Bull. So you click on the glint, and here you can see all the available glints. And then you can see how long you have to be a Silver Bull member for in order to unlock it. So, for example, you always have the... what just happened? Yeah, but why did it make me invisible? All right, you get the you get the hide armor one, which is pretty neat. I like that a lot. But as you subscribe, the longer you stay subscribed, the more glints you unlock and the cooler and more advanced they get. And if you were to unsubscribe, it doesn't remove your progress. It will just pause it. You won't be able to use the glints unless you are subscribed. But let's say you subscribed for a year, so that would unlock the Chrome one, for example. But then after a year, you unsubscribe. If, like 3 months after that, you resubscribe, you will still have unlocked the Chrome one. So, happy birthday 2 weeks early, thank you. Also, how'd you know? The shader thing is really unfortunate, I know. Cow Linus 10, exactly, that's my new name. I'm taking Salted's identity here. But yeah, so these are cool, right? And they let you do a lot of things. Did I go into F5 or something? I feel like I'm very far away now. There we go. Maybe that's... yeah. All right. So let's say we want to add the blue one. Now we can do escape, and our hat has been tinted blue. Pretty cool. There's a lot of different colors. Cyan, black. And then after the colors, so purple is the sort of last color you can get. After that, we get into the more advanced stuff. So you have to stay subscribed for more than a month, basically, right? But then you unlock inverted or plasma, which has this that's a block, very nice shiny effect. There's rainbow, which shifts the colors through sort of all these colors, basically. Then there's aurora, which is very cool. There's rainbow. There's shadow, which adds a sort of black swoosh. Basically. Oh, that's the block again. There's ripple, which is kind of like the plasma one, but more like almost how water looks when there's like sunlight on it. It's like the highlights of the ripples in the water. Thus the name, I guess. There's one of my favorites, distort. It's like that sad wobble emoji, if you guys have seen it on Discord. It's very good for certain ones, for certain hats, and I'll show you that. There's chrome. You saw this in the thumbnail, and I have it on the rest of the armor right now. It's sort of like rainbow, but it doesn't shift the sort of base color. It more so gives it a sort of overlay effect, which is really cool. There's reflection, which gives this sort of white swoosh, sort of like the shadow, but white instead. And then there's glitch. And glitch is definitely one of the coolest ones, but it requires 36 months of being subscribed. But as you can see, it looks dope. It just shakes the texture around. So let's try some combinations here. So for example, we could go for like a sort of let's see if I have it. I don't think I have all hats, so I need to find an appropriate one to use. Can we shift this one to be black? There we go. So we could do like a full-on black, and now you're sort of like dark paladin or something like that. At least you don't lose progress. It doesn't force you to keep paying. Yes, that is one of... why not answer questions? Sorry, I'm sort of discussing, but I am missing a few of the chats. What if you simply buy 12 months of Silver Bull? Do you need to wait 12 months or does it auto unlock it? I think you actually need to wait because you could cancel the subscription, I believe. So I think you do need to wait out the time. All right. I feel like you guys should suggest some combinations. If we went for like something that's a bit more diamond colored, so, or bluish. Let's see, what are some blue cosmetics that I own? Let's like do the Aurora one, because we have diamond armor, right? So if we do, wrong one, if we do inverted on everything, for example, wrong one, that's inverted, and then let's go for like the diamond helmet. Okay, it didn't look so good with the axe though. Do we know when the patch is coming? No. Wait, is that an armor skin? The sort of color effects are called GLINTS, and you get them from being subscribed to Silver Bull. Is there any info about the Silver Bull amount to the rank? I don't have that because I do have all the ranks unlocked. So the only way to check it right now would be if either an admin said the actual price, or if a hero rank said the Silver Bull price for champion. But since you have to otherwise have ranks to be on here, it won't help much. Okay, let's go for like the Yaya one, because that one I want to show with the where is the wobble one? There we go, distort. Like, look at this. It makes it look like it's like if we started, let's exit, for example, and then go into F5. Now, it kind of looks like it's sort of wobbling as it sort of sits on your head, which is a great effect. So, for example, my sort of personal, wait, no, wrong button. I always get this button wrong. What I usually go for, if you guys have noticed, is the Verdant Laurel, and then the spear that matches my skin very nicely. And I put, now let's go back here. I put the distort on the little leaf hat, because that way it kind of looks like they're waving in the wind as I'm like running. And then I put the sort of shine on the spear, because that makes it sort of feel like one of those like swing animations, like ching, and then it like shines as you like whip it out, like shine. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But now we have orange armor because I inverted the diamond. But we could try something else. Let's go for full on Aurora. I wonder what that looks like. All right, that's kind of more like a more matte, like a sort of weaker diamond. It doesn't look too different. But if we swap it to like rainbow, for example, right? You guys saw that in the short, perhaps. There, is there anything for free-to-play players? Yes, because you can buy everything on the store with Silver Bull shares. And I mean, there is more stuff, by the way, right? There is more stuff to the update. I'm just going through the store stuff first, right? You can buy Silver Bull shares using, like, with LE on the trade market. And then you can go to the store and you could, for example, buy tradable shares. Or, I mean, you could use the shares to get Silver Bull. There we go. You can buy 2 weeks of Silver Bull share, or Silver Bull subscription, for 1 share. So I guess you could stay subscribed for a long time as a free-to-play player too. And you can buy all the ranks and everything using the shares you buy on the trade market from other players. Now, I know I'm playing modded right now, right? That's why I have sort of sprint particle effects and my character is a bit more animated. So you guys might have seen something and thought, wow, that's probably just a mod. That's probably Wynncraft, right? Nuh-uh. You see these little sort of tier indicators? Yeah, those are an actual update feature. And the item you hold gets an even like bigger sort of background showcasing the tier. So yeah, we don't need the Wynncraft's tier highlights anymore. It would be cool if you could put glints on pets, I just realized, because like making these like inverted would be hilarious. Alright. Have we gone through all the store stuff? I showed the totems being remodeled, but I haven't shown you the new bombs. So for example, a party cracker looks like this, has a little countdown. And then it actually spawns a little disco ball. I should do this real quick. There we go. Let me just do that too. So, and it has a song, as you can probably hear as well. Ow, that's loud. If it's too loud, let me know, by the way. I can't hear the sort of noise level that you guys have. But yeah. Wait, we've only been going for like, how long? Oh, 30 minutes. All right. But that's not all. Now every time someone on your world drops, you'll get an animation in the sky above you. So if I drop like an XP bomb, you get this little bomb, first of all, but everyone will see this effect in the sky above them, which is very cool. Very cool. I have hero on the main server, but champion in beta. That is odd. Oh, I think everyone... Okay, Lou is informing me that everyone apparently gets set to champion on beta. We can't snitch on the price yet. Alright, so let me just make sure I got everything important here. Alright, there are some new rank perks as well. Don't worry, everyone keeps their rank perk. Here you can see, like if you have a rank now, you'll keep the perks if there are any changes. One of the most important ones. Let's just do this. You guys understand. There's a 15th character slot for champion ranks, basically. If you are a free-to-play player, or a non-ranked more so, because you could buy ranks with silver shares, if it's your first time logging on after the update releases, you'll only have 3 instead of, I believe it's 5 or 6 character slots. Then so you're basically getting half. But considering you could buy VIP, for example, and unlock some more character slots without actually paying money, you can get it with Silverbush shares. Yeah. And another thing, champions now have 20 trade market slots. Not that I use all of them, because I don't have anything valuable to sell. What are Hero Plus perks? Exactly. There's a new rank. I sort of skipped past that a little bit. There is a new rank called Hero Plus, and it sits, as you would have guessed, right between Hero and Champion. What? That's crazy. Oh, Champion is 21. Sorry. I didn't actually count. I just assumed it was 20. Alright, so Hero Plus. Here you can see all the ranks. Hero Plus, basically you can see the sort of difference between the ranks. So the difference between the rank has a little star marking. And as you can see, one of the things you can already tell on this one is ability points. You don't get more ability points, by the way. you don't get more ability points. You unlock some of the later leveled ability points earlier in the game. So when you start a new class, you'll start with a few more ability points, but then when you're like level 101 and 104, you won't unlock them then because you have them already. So it's not that they ranked players get more ability points than everyone else. They just unlock them a little sooner. So Hero Plus, it gives you the Gathering Totem, but I believe Hero does that too. No, oh, it's Hero Plus that gets the Gathering Totem, and then Champion that also gets, 2 Gathering Totems. Oh, you only get 1. I thought it was 4 because I had 4, but no. Hero Plus, to sort of summarize it, it's basically Champion Light. If you want the priority queue, you can have Hero Plus. So now instead of champion slots, there are different priority queue tiers in how prioritized in the queue you are, right? Champions have super priority, while heroes have, I don't know what the name would be, but they sort of have like a semi-high, but Hero Plus have a relatively high priority. So it's basically, if you want better priority and some Gathering Totems and World Event Warp, I don't believe this one have it. So World Event Warp, oh, you also get like more slots than the previous, right? You get more character slots, more market slots, stuff like that, right? And more ability points unlocked and stuff like that. But you also get World Event Warp. So World Event Warp, to as the name would suggest, lets you here shift right click to fast travel. So we do that and it will warp me to the world event. This has a cooldown, right? I wonder, can I like leave the world event area? Yeah, so it's kind of like a good scroll, but it has a cooldown. So we should check what the cooldown is. Yeah, it's a 20-minute cooldown. That's a bit higher than I would have liked, because I kind of wanted to use that to grind world events that happen quite often. So having scrolls is still good, but if there's one that you really can't miss and it's happening really soon, you can use your world event warp to go there. Right, let's say like one in Theseed was happening right after I finished a couple ones in Lutho, and I don't have it in scrolls, and it's like 30 seconds left. You can warp to it, right? What are glints and trials? Glints are effects on your cosmetics and armor that sort of change how they look. They can give them different colors, different sort of swoosh effects. Let's put some more on the rest of the armor, because the pants are looking very boring. Hello? Why isn't the click working? Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh, there we go. Let's swap it to inverted. I like inverted. Let's do rainbow. There we go. We should have it all be rainbow, otherwise it doesn't match. There we go. Very cool, very cool. Sadly, can't lower prices for certain countries because people will abuse it. That is sad. It's instead increased in some countries because of taxes. Let's see. Something happened with stream. Wait, is the stream fine? It looks fine to me. That's like 220. Oh, you guys are talking about the pricing. All right. So World Event Warp. VIP doesn't give trade market slots, and there's the loaned ability points. Yeah, we talked about that. Switching around some slots. Yeah, and the gathering totems. So let's say we head over to a gathering area, for example, mining, Durnic mining right over here. right? Let's say you want to mine. You can go here. You can grab your, there we go, gathering totem, plop it down. We're within the radius, and now each of these nodes have a 30% chance to give you double the materials. Yeah, that's a mod. I'm sorry about that. It's the mod that does this cool little sprint effect. Anyway. Okay. It's fine. He said Steam. Oh, Steam. I misread that. We're definitely not getting Fruma this summer, but holy, who let the devs cook? Exactly. Anything but Fruma. They were busy doing this instead. You can grab games. Oh, you're talking about the summer Steam sale or whatever. All right. So we've gone through most of the store stuff. So let's take a look at some of the other changes, right? So what do you guys want first? Do we go with Trickster or do we go with loot runs? I feel like Trickster is going to take less time. You shouldn't have used mods for the showcase. I like them. I mean, I've explained. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, that's the thing. But yeah, no, you do have a point. But then, oh wait, what's happening with my? Did I forget to? No. Oh yeah, I don't have that loaded because I'm on a different IP technically. I forget. All right. Trickster, it's faster. All right, let's do Trickster. So I don't have a sort of prepared build, so we're just gonna go with my current assassin build, and I only have one, and then we'll just swap out the. Oh yeah, if you didn't notice, armor and some stuff has gotten some new textures. So let's go through Trickster. All right. So Trickster, the clone archetype for assassin, has gotten a bit of a rework. We're gonna just go through here. There we go. Bamboozle, first of all. Bamboozle doesn't necessarily need clones. It instead has a cooldown. So it's sort of a main ability for Tricksters. We need Vanish. Then we have Mirror Image. This is the one you recognize from before. These are the regular clones. That's a shiny, by the way. That's why it's golden. All shiny mythics become golden. Unless you have shaders on, then they turn green because it's using core shaders to do that. Now, these clones don't repeat your spells. That's my spell, as you can tell. These clones instead just tank hits for you, at least this early, right? So if we read here, when hit, lose a mirror clone, reducing 25% incoming damage and granting a damage bonus. And that's that. Then we have Last Laugh. When losing any clone, you can see 3 different types. We'll get there. It will cast any one of your spells before dying. There was a bit more text, sorry. Mirror clones will cast multi-hit before dying. These are mirror clones, right? The ones that we get from Vanish. There we go. So when they disappear, so let's say, I don't think, oh yeah, if they take damage, wait. Let's find a mob to attack them. And this is the first time there aren't mobs right outside. Where are all the mobs? Oh wait, they disappear when I swap. Now I gotta wait for Vanish cooldown. There we go. Okay, tank some hits. Come on. Wait, did I mess this up? Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that is multi-hit. Sorry, I was waiting for spin attack. But yeah, as you can see, multi-hit was applied to that mob. And remember, you also get a damage bonus from mirror image when they disappear as well. What ranks get World Event Warp? Hero, Plus, and Champion. So you can't really play with shaders at all. No, you can play with shaders. You can totally play with shaders. You're just not gonna see the glints, and you're not gonna see your player character in crate stuff. Like, I'm still gonna play with shaders, for example, right? Because I care more about having shaders than having glints. But I won't be able, therefore, to see the glints that I have. So let's just put on some cosmetics. Let's do annihilation and then invert it. And then we'll put... Let's do inverted on that one too. Oh, they kind of... Isolation? Yo. Yeah. So if I toggle shaders... don't worry about the pants, that's just the shaders actually. And the armor, like the actual armor, that is this specific shader that I'm using that's having a problem with it. But the weapon being green and the helmet being green, that will happen with every single iris or optifine shader. So you just won't be able to see the glints. So everyone will just have sort of be green. But anyway, so these clones, they cast multi-hit, not spin attack when they die. So if I stand still, get attacked, as you can see, they're getting killed because these clones are casting multi-hit. So they still do some attacks, they just don't repeat every single attack that you do. So let's just get up in the tree. Wait, no, I can't change ability points outside of the town, right? Alright. Is there some kind of changelog or video explaining the changes? Not video, that's why we're doing a live stream, but there is a changelog. But yes, that's sort of what we're going through right now. All the changes. We're at the Trickster part now. Alright, next ability, Foul Play. While mirror image is active, Bamboozle will slay a mirror clone instead of having a cooldown. So you can use your clones to cast Bamboozle, but as you can see, it's not required to progress. You don't have to sacrifice them if you don't want to. But if we do, so let's summon some more clones. If I now cast, there we go. If I cast Bamboozle using the clones, they will disappear, but if there were enemies nearby, they would also cast multi-hit because it counts as them sort of dying, I believe. Next, cheaper multi-hit. We don't need that, or we do need that, but don't need to talk about it. Mirage. After using Bamboozle or Shadow Projection, we'll get to that one later, to teleport, leave behind a Mirage clone. Basically, Mirage clone disappear when an enemy is within 1.5 blocks or when they expire, and they will cast a smoke bomb when you have last laugh. Basically, they draw mobs, so a Mirage clone is a distraction. So if I cast Bamboozle, we now have a clone that will aggro enemies, except this one because it's closer to me than the Mirage. And then when it disappears, it dropped a smoke bomb. So we do that. Wait, there's a cooldown. Okay, Bamboozle cooldown. There we go. Now he fought that guy, and since he died and tanked the hit, or well, they disappear, right? He dropped a smoke bomb. So I think they'll be making new Trickster Trickshade tutorials. Yeah, I'm also gonna be dropping a official Trickster explanation on YouTube Shorts / TikTok, going through the changes as well. Anyways, moving on. So we have the distraction clone, think of it that way. Sandbagging, that's not new really. It's cooldown, decrease. Duplicity, increase the mirror clones. And then we have Malicious Mockery. Last Laugh stores a number of tricks on enemies based on the type of clone. Casting dash while sneaking will detonate stored tricks, dealing damage. So, when a clone disappears / dies, they leave tricks, a sort of passive ticker, right, on enemies nearby. Depending on the type of clone that disappears, they leave different amounts, and then you can shift dash to trigger it, which will damage the affected mob. We get that one. Then we get Hoodwinked. After killing an enemy, salvage 25% of their tricks, and casting spin attack while sneaking will transfer it onto enemies and immediately detonate it. So if an enemy dies but they had tricks left that you didn't detonate it, shift and spin attack to put it onto another mob and damage them with it. Distraction, if you have 15 or more tricks, when you detonate it on an enemy using shift dash, it will debuff doing a negative damage bonus, right? So they do less damage to you. Then we have Misdirection. 30 tricks instead, when you trigger it, will confuse them. And then they take more thunder damage. And they take damage every time they attack you. So think of it as like thorns. Then there's Shadow Projection. When you double jump, throw a shadow clone and then double jump again while sneaking to teleport to the clone. And then when they disappear, they cast spin attack. So if we... what is failed to initialize? What? Could I not get it? No, I could. Okay. Let's see. So, double jump. Admins. Wait, let me just... Alright, let's not fly hack, I guess. You didn't see that. Don't get that ability. Alright. That's a bit awkward. Weird. Top 10 streamers caught hacking. No, the ability is broken. So all right, anyway, moving on. Moving on. It's not every time? Okay, it might not happen every time. If I class, will it maybe work? So if I'm playing like a year, my characters won't be deleted. Yes, they won't be deleted. Only new players. There we go. So now double jumping, it throws away the clone. If I shift and double jump, I teleport, and since it therefore disappeared, it casts spin attack, and since I technically teleported using the ability, it left behind a projection clone, or whatever it was called, the distraction clone, right? There's the distraction clone, the tank clone, and the jump clone, or like... So shift and jump again, it will cast spin attack and leave behind a distraction clone, and that one will also throw a smoke bomb. What are your thoughts on the max class limitations? Do you think it will hurt population growth as new players see that there are 5 classes and only 3 slots? No, because the majority of players don't actually grind out like all classes to max. So I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, not really worried about it. But yeah, so moving on. Next ability. Toxic Sludge. 20 or more tricks will contaminate enemies, and they take 20% more earth damage, and they will explode on death, damaging nearby enemies. That reminds me of this attack in Shadow of War. It's a Lord of the Rings game, where you can sort of poison enemies, and when they get poisoned, they spread the poison to other enemies, or sort of explode when they die and poison other enemies. And it's sort of like this, right? You contaminate them, they explode and damage other mobs. When does this update come out? We don't know exactly, but hopefully not too long. Even as a longtime player who can get 100 easily, deleting a character to try out another that you may not like seems iffy. I understand what you mean, but are you a ranked player or are you a non-ranked player? Also, since you can buy like VIP for like a couple of Silver Bull shares, and you don't need to spend money on those Silver Bull shares, I don't think it's that crazy. But I do understand it, right? Because if it was this way from the very beginning, no one would question it, right? Or I don't think a lot of people would think about it. But since it is something that's sort of being taken away, it sticks out a bit more. However, if you have it already, it won't delete your stuff. But I get it, right? I get it. I've just been aware of this change for so long that I've sort of gotten used to it by now, right? At least you can get ranks without paying real money. Yes. It feels wrong. One of the best parts of winning you can experience without paying. Yeah. I get what you guys mean, right? While on this topic, how much shares are needed for each rank, we do not know. We do not know, simply because we can't see it, because everyone on beta has champion ranks. So we do not know. I love that Wynncraft monetized cosmetics, but monetizing constantly nagging at players doesn't sit right with me. No, I get that. I get that. I get that. Microtransactions is not really very popular. Do you know any of the changes to Acrobat? No. Anyways, moving on to the next abilities. Cheaper. Okay. Deflagrate. Bamboozle will coat the enemies with flammable, giving them enkindled when you strike them. It flares up when reaching 100% or at the end of the duration, dealing damage. So, bamboozle, damage boost, basically. And more bamboozle equals more damage boost. I'm too lazy to fully look through the stream, summarize whatever the glints and cosmetic changes are. Okay, let's summarize it quickly. Everything in the store can be bought. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Everything in the store can be bought in-game in an in-game store using Silver Bull shares that you get from the trade market. Glints you unlock the longer you are subscribed to the Silver Bull subscription, which you can also subscribe to using Silver Bull shares that you buy on the trade market. They let you glint or change the effects on your armor and your cosmetics. So as you can see, I have the supposedly red annihilation hat on me, but because I use the invert color glint, it now is inverted in its color. These are based on the length of subscription. So inverted would be like a month and 3 days. So more than 1 month subscribed, basically. And that's basically that. Some of the old cosmetic models have been reworked and improved to look nicer as well. Our rank price is getting changed. I checked the beta website and champion costs 210 instead of 147. I know there's VAT, but I don't think it was that big of a difference. I know that in my country, champion rank is $213 after EU 25% sales tax. Because the original rank is $170, I believe. In US, like without sales tax. But I don't know about the pricing. So I can't tell you. But I don't think that they're gonna be changed, or changed drastically anyway. There's a wardrobe and everything. Disguising also disguises you as the modeled animal now. So like a cow doesn't look like a vanilla cow, it looks like a Wynncraft cow. Alright, moving on to the next ability. We have... Wait, I didn't use that. Deflagrate is basically a bamboozle damage multiplier, honestly. Noxious Haze, Smoke Bomb. That's cool, thank you. Glad you liked it, and thank you for the donation. You really didn't have to do a second one, but thanks. Okay, Noxious Haze, Smoke Bomb makes you and any allies become noxious while standing in it, which lingers after leaving the area. While noxious, deal more damage to enemies for every debuff they have. Allies only receive half of the bonus. So, combine this with tricks, which makes them weaker, take more damage, blah blah blah, everything like that. Deal more damage, right? So you kind of want to return to your distraction clone, because it's gonna throw a free smoke bomb anyway, and then it's gonna make you noxious, right? So now it has boosted, yeah, so now you can see it has boosted my damage. It's staying a little while since I left the area, and there it went. But now there's another one there, hello. Because I used Bamboozle, right? And Bamboozle will leave one behind, or the double jump ability, right? Maybe the beta website doesn't take that fully into account yet. So in the country of Linus still has to pay the standard Linus rate. Yeah, it's expensive for me. Oh no, I pressed some button. There we go. All right, moving on. I think we have one left. Soul Siphon, 40 tricks, the highest trick combination, right? After triggering that, will drain them and they take more water damage, and they siphon health from enemies to give you and allies, I presume, over health. Whenever you or an ally attacks a drained enemy, siphon 5% of it, turning into 5% over health. And as you can see, they start with 200%, right? So divide that, you get what, 5 divided by 200, which is 40. So you get 40% over health. I don't know math, okay, so don't quote me on that. I suck at math. Will you show some revamped music tracks? Maybe. I will make a short about it, most likely as well. There's a lot of stuff. All right, so I think those are the sort of main assassin changes. So let's just go through it again. The main stuff is, let's wait for that. Tank clones, right? They take and tank the hits for you, and then they cast multi-hit. Then there's distraction clones, right? They distract enemies that are close to them and then drop a smoke bomb. And then there's the sort of double jump that will cast spin attack when you teleport to it, and it will move you to its location as well. I wonder if we can cheese parkour with that, but I guess the cooldown would make it a bit more annoying, and then it gives you a little boost when you get to it, so it wouldn't really be a good combination. As you can see, we are doing some trick application as well. So that's it for the Trickster changes mainly. Oh yeah, and then the tricks and stuff that you apply to enemies. You can see he has 4 tricks. That guy also sticks and helps you debuff enemies in different ways. Hi Hot Dog, 36 months you will basically have unlocked, if instead of being a member you had been a Silverbull, subscribed to Silverbull, you would have unlocked the highest one, which is the glitch effect. Well, you would need 20 days as well. not even the basically What is this? 36, so that is 3 years. 3 years of Silver Bull. Do you think with the new changes Trickster will be good for loot run or only world event boss fights? I don't know. That is up to testing, really. But speaking of loot running, I'm gonna switch class here and we're gonna do some loot running because there are loot running changes as well. Now, this is gonna be a little bit annoying because I don't have any cheat commands that I can use. But there is the new Loot Run Trials, and Loot Run Trials is a new beacon. It is the Crimson Beacon, or Dark Red, and it only appears after completing... oh, here's the boost, by the way, right? So here you can see your daily bonuses available, and then I can refresh it. The Silver Bull subscription also doubles it as well. Do I do that? Wait, does it give me more? I'm confused. We'll try a loot run. Ads in a live stream is insane work. Wait, ads in a live stream? Oh, you mean like you got a YouTube ad? Or... no cheat commands. How did Sultan not hook you up with that? I know, right? What do you think the worst designed part of Wynncraft is? Definitely anything related to core shaders that makes it so I can't enjoy my shaders without the cool stuff turning green. But that isn't Wynncraft's fault. That is Mojang's fault. And can you blame it on the Iris people too? I feel like that's mean. Anyway, to even be able to see the Crimson Beacon, you need to complete 20 challenges, which is annoying. And I can't really cheat my way through that. A YouTube ad, yeah, huh? Twice? That's crazy. In the middle of a stream? I know they can play like when you open it up, but I've never heard of them playing during it. Alright. How come your running has effects? That is modding, because I play Wynncraft with my mod pack for higher render distance. Also, don't judge my loot running, okay? I don't loot run. I'm not a loot runner. I mean, I have done a fair bit of it, but I haven't done it since like the 2.0.4 update, really. But now we need to try to get 20 challenges completed. Ooh, boons have a new texture, I guess. And they're animated too. 16 spell damage with curses or max mana. Yeah, the spell damage. That's gonna help me in the long run. We want the aqua, I think. Let's go for that. That's fresh moves. Yes, it is. And the sprint particles is a mod called Subtle Effects, which I'm testing out to see if we should include it in the Wynncraft overhaul mod pack. By the way, can the stream hear me if I were to talk? No. Discord is muted on the stream. Wasn't cosmetic menu that had the last legacy UI element, or am I forgetting anything in a way? Shopkeepers. I don't know if it's the last old one. Now I wonder. There might be one or two more things. What 20 challenges for Rainbow Beacon? No, not for Rainbow Beacon. For the Crimson Beacon, the Loot Run Trials one, the new thing, right? I can explain what Loot Run where are the things? Open the door. Hello? Did they get stuck in here? Yeah, they did. Right. So, Loot Run Trials, think of it as missions, but worse and better. Loot Run Trials is basically a mission that you choose from. And it gives you a debuff until you complete it. But the reward is better than the mission. So, You suffer a debuff until you complete the objective, and then when you complete the objective, you get a pretty good... Okay, red beacon, 6 challenges. We need that. Because we need to complete 20 to even get to the crimson one. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna have to do the defend one over there. Oh, there we go. Now Distant Horizons decided to start working. Oh, because I've been here now. I should lower the actual render distance and let Distant Horizons do the work. What's the third perspective mod? It's called Shoulder Surfing Reloaded. All of this is part of my mod pack, by the way. It's in my Discord under the mod pack tab or channel. There were emerald blocks as a loot chest reward. Yeah, apparently. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Is that not a thing yet? I don't do loot runs, so I wouldn't really know. Is it supposed to have a chest for a head? I feel like it didn't used to, but now it does. Oh well. Oh, mod pack. Yes. But it's only like client-side mods to make, like, give you high render distance and shader support and playable FPS. Stuff like that. Also, I've been recording this entire time. I probably shouldn't. There we go. I am a fallen player. Is there any advice for the update? No. I don't know any advice. Sorry. Alright. Now we're... Oh, is that Rainbow Beacon? The Slay Challenge, though. I feel like I can't ignore Rainbow, though. Or is it the Destroyer? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna have to suffer through these 20 challenges before we even get to see the trials, but trust me, they're pretty cool. Oh wait, it's this one. No, I don't like this one. This is like the one I dislike the most. Well, we can't ignore. We can't ignore the rainbow. Alright, sorry, I was checking Discord real quick. Alright. There we go. I'm not set on what class to use. What's the most combo heavy one? The most combo heavy one? I mean, the new Trickster archetype for assassin. That's pretty combo heavy. If you want to sort of correctly sort of use tricks and summon all the clones and stuff like that, yeah, it's gonna have a pretty high skill floor. Oh, there's one more dude. Alright, I'm so not used to seeing vanilla waypoint icons, prefer having windtills. Yeah, I'm not used to them. I've done like 3 loot runs since they were added, so I don't really know them. But I'm more so not used to the non-shaders. But yeah, alright. Are we done soon? At least I have a loot run build. That's... Did you see how cool the Wibbles are now? Oh yeah, I forgot to show the remodeled Wibbles. I showed some other remodeled pets. We'll take a look at that. Oh wait, we're not that far into the loot run. It's doable. Alright, let's go. Wait, that was the boon one. No, I went into the wrong one. Wait, no, this is mission. What am I saying? Okay, 4 curses. Reroll and pulls. Chest. Red beacons will reward 1 boon. Choosing a beacon timer does not decrease. No, let's do the chest one. Boons are gonna be good if we're gonna have to keep doing this for a while. Alright, let's go. Vibrant orange. Oh wait, yeah, so that was the rainbow one. Good, good, good. Orange is good. 4 out of 18. The Windtills thing is colliding with the other one. What's new? A lot of stuff. Now we're trying to do 20 challenges so we can take a look at the new Crimson Beacon for loot runs. I recall in the patch note that the chest got some new visuals. Yes, we did open some crates earlier, but we can open some more once we've seen the Crimson Beacon. Crates have new models, but they also have a opening animation. Oh, this might have been a bad idea. I need like a mana boon, because boy, this is not going too well. Ow. Stop hurting me, dude. There we go. Here. There we go. Tier 7. Oh wait, is that Windtills changing it? What's our timer? I can't even see the time. This is getting annoying. Okay, let me get out of harm's way. And then we do Windtills, overlay. Beacon count. Free move. Can I please? Let's just move that away. Apply. I'm gonna die to this. Alright. 1 minute. Wait, where do I need to go up here? 1 minute? I definitely... How did I run out of time? While you're getting 20 challenges, can you tell us what you think of each part of the update? I'd love to hear it. Alright, I love the glints. They're super cool. I'm just very disappointed that cool stuff like that don't work with shaders. But that's more like a personal problem, because most people don't play with shaders. I just record videos with shaders, and that means I can't have glints unless I do like 2 recordings and stack them above each other, and that's just gonna add like quite a bit more work. Okay, I got 4 more minutes. I'm gonna have to do like a ton of green beacons now. That was terrible. Oh. Aqua red. Hot dog is saying it's my own fault. Alright. Right. This might have been a bad room. Or a bad challenge. Red beacon challenges now go before normal ones. Alright, I didn't know that. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? Please don't restart the room. Oh, there we go. Where's the mod pack install? Which installer is it? Wait, it's in the mod pack tab on our Discord. And then you pick the one for your systems. If you're on Windows, you pick the exe, for example. Alright, so, what do I think of each part? Okay, I like glints. Bummer that they don't work with shaders. I don't loot run very much, so I don't have too much to say about the trials, but they are cool. They are cool, and they do add some more sort of strategy into your loot run. And I'm gonna get some more timers, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to fail. And Trickster, very cool. I just have to learn like how to play it properly. The store update in general, right? I think it's a great addition. I think it's awesome. Mainly, I like that you can buy ranks without money and just with silver bulls, because that gives more players a chance. Just like when Silver Bull came out in the first time it came out, and it gave players a chance to like have beta access without having to buy hero rank, and then it's just temporary. So you don't buy like a $70 rank just for like a 2-week beta that you're not gonna play the whole time, but you just want to see the change a little early. I think that's a great thing, right? And I think that now giving players an option that they can actually get some of the ranks without even paying, because Wynn already made the money from someone buying the Silver Bull share from the store in the first place. I think that's only a good thing. Okay, vibrant white. Let's go for that one, because then we'll be past 20, and hopefully we don't need more than that. So I like that. I like the wardrobe stuff. I don't have too much of an opinion about Hero Plus. I mean, a lot of people want the Q priority, right? And Champion is already super expensive, right? As we talked about before when discussing the price of it. So having the ability to get what you want, sort of, right? Like getting some of the perks that you want without having to pay the full price. It's only good. It only adds more accessibility, and it doesn't increase the pricing or anything. It just gives you the option. Doesn't come with the bomb bell, of course, because that will be Champion exclusive, because that's the main draw of Champion. Where's the boss? Did I mess up something? Hello? Oh wait, did it spawn now or? Can I use it on Lunar? No, Lunar is its own thing. It won't be able to be used on Lunar. Hey, where's the boss? Hello? Oh, there it is. I killed it, but then it didn't count, or what? I need to get some boons, because I'm starting to do way less damage. Right, where are you? I can actually hit you. Come on. Right, come on. There we go. Thank you. Alright, done with that. Let's see, we're low on timing. But the boon one is too far away. Let's go for time. All the new pet models are super amazing, but sadly not all were changed. No, not all, but maybe they will be with time, since they keep changing old stuff to look new and better. Build link, no, I don't have the build link, I'm sorry. Hopefully my issue with entity culling mod not showing the names or cosmetic is solved. I think that is actually Wynn's own optimizing. But I'm not sure. I might fail this one. I don't have boss bars enabled, so I don't know. I definitely need boons. Running out of time would be the most annoying thing. I didn't know red was gonna do that. That's annoying. But I do think that they decrease the time each challenge actually gives you now. There we go. Okay, now we get boons. I'm getting the worst loot. Alright, oh, that's another destroy. Oh, another rainbow. No, I need boons though. That's the thing. Otherwise we'll never make it to the Crimson Beacon. Basically with the entity calling for some reason, once a cosmetic that spin around you gets... Yeah. I've seen that. Also, this one's also chests now. How to create a new Wynncraft account. Yeah, so that's one of the things that we haven't talked about yet, the account system. Wynncraft has reworked its website to have an account system. So now Discord linking is a bit different. And you can like customize your own stats page. You can highlight certain stats. You can change like some privacy settings, like who can see your stats and stuff. And you can even, I believe, link your alt accounts to the same accounts if it was sort of count as like one or something. I'm not sure if the stats are combined or if it's just that it will show that both accounts sort of belong to the same person. All right, walk speed, no. Strength, defense, or strength. Well, that is terrible. I've gotten no items because I've had the worst luck. Every time you get a curse, I guess we're gonna have to stack up on some curses. And now we got some more time. All right, we are 11 out of 28, and we need to get to 20 before the red one even shows up. Let's do the boon one right over here because it's close and we need more boons. Yes, boons have a new little visual with an animation on it. Looks great. Oh wait, we need to kill 3 mobs. There we go. Alright, boons. Damage for completed challenges. That would actually be good. Defense or spell damage every time you open a chest. Max 15. Let's go for this one because it's more immediate and we need it now. Let's do a mission, I guess. Or wait, no, that's Vibrant Dark. Whoops. Vibrant Green. We always need more time, it seems. What's your build? Someone's asking on Discord. I'm not sure. It's a idle greed build. Resu, Cancer, Hedisol, Aleph, Null, Old Keeper, Ring of Rubies, Vindicator, Contrast, and Idle. It's a loot run greed build for Idle. Would there be incompatibilities for subtle effects when paired with mods like Particular and/or Visuality? No, because I'm using those two. They're all in the mod pack. Yep. Well, not subtle effect because I haven't added it yet because I am working on a bit of a mod pack update. And honestly, I love the recent updates. It really tells me how much Wintles loses some features because the update made it so much better. For example, the login screen. Yeah, the new class menu is so much better than the Wintles one. I mean, the Wintles one was good for its time, but the new one, top tier. Same with the sort of quest book. Way better than the Wintles quest book. And at some point, they don't need to remake the new stuff either because it works just fine. Are we still not at Fruma? No, we're not at Fruma. We'll never have Fruma. No, no, not yet. There we go. I heard the chest unlock sound. I'm getting out of here. Alright. Let's do the curse one because we'll get some damage on it. Or is it too risky, actually? It might be too risky. So let's do the destroy one. The Windtail's questbook has recently gotten updated, and I say it's on par now. Alright, I haven't tried the new one, but it kind of looked the same, but... So I don't know what they added to it. Third ad? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. I'll look over the monetization settings for the next one, because mid-rolls during... Like, I know it's supposed to do mid-rolls once it's turned into a VOD, but a mid-roll while it's playing feels like it's delaying it. That doesn't seem very good. If you're updating your mod pack, I'd say give Minecraft cursors a good look. It's amazing. If you're in my Discord, could you post a link in any, like in general or something of that, and I'll take a look. I've been working on a mod pack update and stuff like that. I won't say exactly what it is for a very long time now. It's been taking a lot of time because I also work full time, so I haven't had much time to do anything really. That's also why there haven't been videos, because right now the time I have to make videos, I'm working on said mod pack update. It won't have a huge video or anything. It will have a video, but it won't be like a full, but it will include some mod pack changes like Distant Horizons, because they support shaders now finally. But yeah, it's mainly related to the installer. Won't go more into that yet. But now this update came out, so I'm gonna have to do like an update breakdown video as well, I think. No way I defend this, but yeah. But yeah, I'm always happy to hear more recommendations. Subtle Effects was a recommendation from someone else as well. And it does a few weird like fire effects on like armor stands, which is a little bit annoying. I need to look over the config to remove it. But the sprint, it's just so immersive to see like a little sprint particle. It really makes the mod pack feel great. Even though we're not playing with shaders, it still feels very nice. Alright, there we go. That was aqua. That is... Can we... Aqua... No. That was orange. Sorry, we did aqua already. Let's do this one because it's nearby. Alright, we're getting closer. 5 more challenges. And then we can take a look at the Crimson Beacon if it does appear. But I've also saved the rerolls for that specific purpose. Alright, also, I need boons. Oh, I should... Oh, wait, I'm still doing that. Alright. Come on. There we go. Okay. And mission or red beacon or boons. Let's do the mission one. We've already completed one mission, so... Should I buy hero rank? You might want to take a look at hero plus rank, but hero rank is very nice. The slash switch command is one of the best ones. Beta access, stuff like that. It's a good in-between one. Otherwise, I'd say VIP Plus and now Hero Plus are gonna be like the 2 main ones. Any particular change you don't like? I'd have to think a little bit more about it. I don't like the cooldown on the world event warp, because I understand that it is probably there to not be sort of as a free scroll for ranked players, but 20 minutes is not going to help me save time and get to world events easier. It will help me get to one world event easier, but after that I'm still going to suffer from the problem of world events being half across the world in 3 minutes, and scrolls having a maximum of 3. So I saw the ping, thank you. I didn't see the message, but I did see the ping pop up. Where can I see the Hero Plus perks? I can show them to you in a minute. Alright, let's see. Rerolls and 10 pulls. 10 pulls is good. Remove curses. While choosing beacon, your timer does not decrease. All challenges have the yellow beacon effect. Every time you're offered 20 items from flying chests, get 3 reward pulls, 1 boon, or 1 curse, or 30 seconds. Let's do remove curses. Yeah. Alright. Because then we can also start doing some curse stacking. Another rainbow. Let's do that. It's also nearby. When is the update releasing? We don't know exactly, but hopefully not too long from now. Oh no. Oh wait, the message is from this guy. I thought it was Fool Eater. No, it's this guy. To give you a brief explanation on Minecraft cursors, it's a cursor mod that changes in-game cursors with customizability. Great. Like right now I can see that like there's a cursor issue with shoulder surfing. It might be dynamic. It might be the dynamic one. Dynamic crosshair. Alright. I mean, if the aqua one is close anyway, we're only saving time. Hi Motus. And I'm assuming you're saying hi from or hi to Jerry. If it's hi from, hi Jerry as well. If it's hi to, I'm assuming Jerry's in the chat. What class is this? I'm playing a warrior with the battle monk archetype. A popular branch of loot running where you go for high loot bonus and high loot quality and stack loot bonus boons. And then you go for mythics in the chests. But also the end reward. Yep. I do not know all the loot run strats. I am not a good stream, thank you. Trying to sort of cram as much of the update knowledge into this before I have to go to bed because I have to work tomorrow. Right? Never grow up because you have to work and have responsibilities and pay rent. Remember that. Except that you can't not grow up. It will happen. Enjoy not having to work if you don't work. If you do work, I suffer with you. Okay, there we go. I definitely need boons. Alright. Let's go for the boon. Or we can go for the curses, but that's a bit too risky. Alright. After this one, we have a chance to see the Crimson Beacon, so hopefully we get it. Otherwise, we just try to re-roll and keep going. Why does your armor change color? It's the mod pack. No, it is not the mod pack. This is actually the new glint feature. It's something you unlock when you're a Silver Bull subscriber. It's part of the update. You can give different effects called glints to your armor. I'm now wearing the rainbow effect, which gives the rainbow effect. You can see the chrome effect on the thumbnail of the video as well. Alright. Weaken enemy, loot bonus, slow enemy, weaken enemy, and health for mobs killed. Gain 16% weaken. No, I'm just gonna go for the health. That was kind of bad. Okay, Crimson Beacon, come on, give us one. No, it did not give us one. So let's re-roll. There we go, Crimson Beacon. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Crimson Beacon, choose a trial out of 3. Oh, we got a Vibrant one. Great. Now we just got to go all the way over there. All right. Are the trials an extra optional add-on to loot runs, or is it kind of forced? No, it's a new beacon, so it is optional. They're like missions, except that they're gonna punish you until you complete them by giving you a debuff, and they're gonna give you better rewards than a mission. We'll see it right now in action. This one again? No, yeah, it is this one again. Alright, let's have a look, shall we? Yoink. Alright, let's go and destroy this guy. So, they only appear after 20 challenges, but it's a beacon, so it's not guaranteed that they will appear. Keep that in mind. It's random. That's why I had to save all my rerolls. And if we just kill the guy. This is like the worst cave, but gotta do what we gotta do. There we go. Chest unlocked. Grab that, tier 7. And now we get out of here, and now we get this little pop-up. Here is the trial menu. That's the thing you saw on Twitter. So we have 3 trials because it's vibrant, otherwise it would be 2. Gambling Beast. Trial. After finishing a challenge, consume 300 seconds plus 60 seconds per challenge from your timer. At the end of your run, gain +1 end reward reroll for each activation. So, basically, you consume 300 seconds after completing 1 challenge after you activate this. That's the punishment. And then every one more you do after it, it will take another 300 seconds, but it will give you a reroll per every activation. So, if you have stacked up like an hour of time, you could stack this up to get like 15 rerolls or something like that. Don't quote me on the math, I'm just making an example. This one, Side Hustle. Trial. Until you open 21 chests, your timer is limited to 1 minute, but you get 2 reward rerolls. So, you have 1 minute to open 25 chests, but after that, you get 2 reward rerolls, so you better know your chest locations. And this, lose 1 end reward pull every 45 seconds until you reach 42 total end reward pulls. And the reward is boost your current end reward pulls by 50. So if you now have, let's say, 60 end reward pulls, no, let's say we have 40 end reward pulls. If we get for every 45 seconds we lose 1, but let's say in 45 seconds we can get those 2, we stop the trial, and then we boost the 40 what we had now when we activated it by 50%, so we get another 20. It's high risk, high reward. That is exactly the point. Yes, you are right. It is high risk, high reward. It's like missions, but they punish you and they give you a far better reward. You can get a ton of rerolls, and we all know rerolls is the key to getting mythics. You always get the mythic in the last reroll, right? Always keep gambling. Boosting your pulls is great though. I kind of want to try this one. But I'll let you guys decide. Which one do we do? Because this might end the run as well. Keep that in mind. This could end the run. So do you want to pick it this early? Or do you want to stack up, maybe save up some time just to make sure and take it later on? Or do you want to have multiple trials? I think there's no limit to it. Well, there might be a limit. I'm not sure. All right, what do we choose? Let's just say 1, 2, or 3 to make it simple. Chat. One, 2, or 3. All right, either no one wants to decide or my chat is frozen. 3. All right. 3. Someone had to be the first. Gambling beast. Oh, that one. Yeah. 3, 3. All right. 1. So 2 votes for 1, 300 seconds. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I have 300 seconds. And then it would be 360 after the next one. 3.5. All right, let's go for 3. We're gonna lose pulse. But this won't end the run. We're just gonna have 0 rewards if we don't finish this. So we gotta get 42 total pulse. So now vibrant dark gray is looking really good, isn't it? I have 21. Oh, that's nothing. I have 21 and I have 40 seconds before it's going down to 20. So this is basically just get the dark gray one or something. Let's do aqua first, because then we might be able to re-roll to get a dark gray one after that. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be aqua boosted and vibrant. Right, let's hope. Otherwise, I get one. Like, see, this one took not that long, so now it went. Oh, see, it's still 20. All right, vibrant, purple. Or do I re-roll? No. Where's the purple? That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Double slice or poison blade? Well, it doesn't really matter. I think. Right. It's down to 19 pulls. I've already lost 2. Come on, faster. Faster. Oh, this is bad. At least I don't think it will end the run. It will just mess it up. So this one would be good if you were already close to 40. Here we go. Let me have the chest. Alright, there we go. 24. Oh wait, this one will take too long. What's the nearest one? Hey, this is the nearest one. Oh, this is stressful. Come on. Give me the eye. Where's that? There we go. There we go. Couple more, couple more. We're down to 22. I've already lost 2 pulls. Again, or... This might be a zero-sum game. Like, I might not get enough. Like, I might, like, lose one in the time I gain one. That's why doing cursed, like, purple ones is better. Alright. Maybe the reward is the experience we get along the way. Exactly. Ah, I feel like I'm looting these way too slow. Why are they unlocking again? Oh, it's someone else, I think. Ah, purple again. 23, that didn't help. At least I'm getting those boons that give more damage and strength now. Alright. I wonder if there's going to be like certain regions are going to be better for certain trials, depending on how many chests can be in a close location, or how close the challenges are to each other to save time, stuff like that. Ah, I'm losing more. Yeah, see, I'm not really gaining anything. I started with 21 and I've done like 3 more challenges and we're back at 21. And I'm going to run out of challenges soon. Come on. Is this gonna be destroyed soon? I've already lost another pull. I'm like doing no damage. There we go. Okay. This one's at least close. Wait, we're at 20. Ah, I just lost another one. We're back at 21. I think Canyon of the Lost could be good since it's quite manageable even without boons. This trial is brutal, yeah. It is brutal. But if you're prepared for like the 41, like this one, it could be pretty good. Then it's basically just a free bonus. Unless it doesn't appear if it's like too close, I'm not sure. Alright. Oh no. None of them are good. And none of them are close. Like if I ended the loot run now, I'd at least gain one more pull than I had like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna lose like 2 pulls before I even get there. Yeah, I should have gone for the dark gray before. That would have at least helped for like 5 more minutes. Or 2 more minutes maybe. The greed update. The cash grab update. I mean, it does let players buy stuff in the game though. With LE instead. We're down to 20 pulls, 19 pulls, just as I said 20. Bro. Okay. Yeah, let's call it a quits before I lose too many more. Eh. Who in the YouTube HQ thought that putting ads in the live stream is smart? Exactly, it's supposed to be in the VOD, not in the stream. So now, if I choose the wait, let's get the reward first. All right. About in the game though, you still need players to buy the shares, so they are still being bought regardless. Yes, that is the thing, but those players are gonna buy them because they want LE. And there's already players that buy shares. Wait, no, we have rerolls. What am I doing? On the changelog, it says current pulse plus 20. Oh, so it's calculated. Oh, so it will always be painful. It will always be painful. But high risk, high reward, right? Because if you had 100 and you needed 120, oh, that's a bit of LE. You would still boost your total pulls with another 50 when you're done, right? That is impossible to not do. Like, of course you'd pick that. All right, nothing good really, but we're only on beta, so it doesn't matter. He can ruin or make a run, exactly. All right, so if we do this daily bonus boost and then we click on here again, I don't, am I dumb or do I not understand what's happening? All right, let's try it on the raid one. All right, so store tokens, raid, refresh your daily bonus can be stacked. Wait, someone's gonna have to explain this one to me because I don't understand. All right, so if we go to this guy now, right? I need a toll rune, of course. High risk, no reward for the unprepared. Exactly. You're not wrong. All right, toll rune. All right, so daily bonuses available. 2. So if I now click this and I pick the raid and I stack them and then we go back. Oh, I have now increased it. I get 7 rerolls, 7 aspect pulls, more reward pulls, and more XP. Okay, you boost it. You don't like refresh it. It's more like a booster or something. It was a bit hard to understand. It adds a charge to the bonus. Like usually your first gets boosted pulls. It just makes it you get another charge. Yes. Yeah. So now we get like 7 aspects instead of 1 or 2 or however many it is. All right. Now I get it. Now I get it. All right. So let's go through the changelog to make sure we have everything. We have checked loot run trials. After challenge 20, you get them. Oh, you can only have 2. You can only have 2 trials per run. All right. It can't be too good either, right? Because if you were really good and managed to complete them every time, having an infinite amount would be OP. All right. Some missions got reworked. We have the in-game store, as you guys saw, and on the changelog there's a picture of an offer, right? So offers like 20% off and stuff would appear here on the screen, and you can buy ranks with silver bull shares. Here are the perks, by the way, for Hero Plus. You get the chat tag, you get 6 loaned ability points. That means 6 ability points that you would have unlocked later in the game you can unlock earlier. You get 12 market slots, 8 character slots, pet perks. What's special is the world event warp, the switch command, and the daily gathering totem. And there's priority queue, there's beta access, housing perks, 8 bank pages, and more that the other ones get. You also get, of course. You can preview everything that you want to buy in the store. They've reworked some crates. Someone asked about that before as well. So let's go to Lutho and we can take a look at the crates again. Is there a way to translate the server into Spanish? I believe maybe Wynncraft supports some translations, but I'm not sure. So crates have an opening animation, so you can take a look at this. Oh, are we gonna get a godly? No, we're gonna get a black market. You can see the color. There we go. Like, the amount of times you try to open, you can see it switches color inside the chest, and that will sort of indicate what tier you're gonna get. So now it's rare. Oh, we're getting not epic. Oh wait, we're getting epic. There we go. So if you have champion, you'd have what hero plus has. Yes, exactly. That's why you can world event warp like we tried earlier, like this. You shift and right click, or yeah, shift and right click, and then it will warp you to the world event. Here we are. And then it has a 20-minute cooldown, which is super high if you ask me. I wish it was lowered to like 30 seconds, but that's just me. So we got the new rank. We got the glints as well. We got the glints for your armor and for your weapons that you get from Silver Bull. Some ranks stuff has been changed. There's the loaned ability perk. So if we do class, for example, right, and we make a new class, let's just pick this, go through like that, and then we do /skip tutorial. Can I do it yet? No, I still have to go through the cutscene. Come on. Come on. Let me out of here. There we go. So now I am level 1. And you can see that I have 7 ability points instead of 1. But that means that when you get to level 104 and 101, you don't get the new, like, you don't get more ability points because they were given to you now, basically. So you don't get more, you get the same as everyone, you just unlock them earlier. So now as a level 1, I could go all the way to War Scream and almost uppercut. Or the other way, I could get uppercut at level 1. That is super OP. Charge at level 1? Uppercut at level 1? Like, what is this? Oh man. Wait, we gotta try this. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Alright. Alright, let's try this. No armor, right? Let's no armor the first boss in the game. So let's talk to Ensign. Alright. This is gonna be OP. I'm just speeding past everything. This is ridiculous. Is the crate animation open visible to other players? Yes, if they're next to you, it is. New speedrun meta, exactly. Be a hero plus or champion rank. I mean, other ranks get them too, they just don't get as many. Oh, I almost died from that, but it don't matter. It don't matter, because I'm gonna... Alright, let's spawn this guy in. No armor. He's half health already because I attacked him when he was down on the ground. Oh wait. There we go. No armored, and did I no hit that? Like, did he not hit me, the boss? You don't unlock spells. No, no, no. You don't unlock... Let me explain it again. You might have missed it. Alright. All right. So, if we go to the ranks, right? You don't get it with VIP, but VIP plus you get 2. Hero, you get 4. Hero plus 6. Champion 6. You don't get more than what other people have, right? You just get the late game ones unlocked earlier. Does that make sense? So if we now level up to level 2, I will get another ability point. Because you didn't unlock the early game one, you unlocked the... See, you see? Another ability point. So at level 2, I can actually have all spells. Right? What am I doing? There we go. Yeah. Level 2, boom. All spells now unlocked. Right? So that is it, right? You unlock them earlier, but you don't get more. Right? Alright, I feel like the extra ability points are kind of stupid because when Fruma drops and the ability tree is expanded, you're gonna have everything unlocked. No, because I don't know if it's gonna, like, is it gonna be the same endgame ones, or are you still gonna have to level up to the Fruma level cap? Does that make sense? Right? Because right now you unlocked like the level 101 and the 104 one. If it's still the level 101 and the level 104 one, it wouldn't affect Fruma, right? Does that make sense? Also, at like level 87, you're going to be done with the ability tree, exactly. And they're going to be bland, nothing new to unlock. Yes. But it's also your own choice if you're going to use them this early, right? So it will entice some people that want to speed run or like do like different like early game challenges for sure. I like this. It would make some early game stuff interesting to see how it goes. Power leveling a second class too, it's gonna be OP. You just, I bet power leveling already unlocks like all the spells in like 5 minutes anyway if you know what you're doing. Pay to win means you would have an advantage, but not really. You just get them early game. Exactly. You don't get more than anyone else. Plus everyone could also buy the rank with LE if they have the LE. That's another thing. Do you know about Fruma? Didn't you know about this update for some time before us? I did know about this update before you, so I could make this short about it. And I won't tell you what I know or don't know about Fruma. Anyway, so let's all make ourselves clear. The 6 AP points for champion, it's only blatant pay to win. Well, if you view Win as a competitive game, I see your point. But if you view Win as more like a PvE game, where other players' progress doesn't really matter to your own progress, no. But yes, I see where you're coming from. It does give early game champion players an advantage, right? Like they are stronger than other early game players. But that means that they can also carry you if you party up with them. It would be cool if Hero Plus and Champion gave better daily crates. I wish that too. I wish you got like a tier 3 or something with Champion. You know? Or Silver Bull boosted. Well, Silver Bull boosts the amount you get actually. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Still egregious and shouldn't have been even suggested. Yeah. Nothing would change unless we make ourselves clear. That is true. 3 character slots for new players, totally not pay to win / pay to play, which is even worse. I mean, you unlock the entire, you have access to all the classes. Okay, let me just add some nuance here, right? You have access to all the classes. You just get to choose which one. And you could delete and then try another one, right? And you do unlock an entire MMO with like hundreds of hours of gameplay for free, right? keep in mind when you buy Wynncraft or when you buy Minecraft, Wynncraft doesn't get that money, and they have devs to pay, they have server hosts to pay. I mean, there's Asian servers, there's American servers, there's EU servers, all that, all the devs costs money, updates costs money. They need to make money somehow, right? That's just the truth, right? And I know it's not fun to have to pay for microtransactions. That's why the cosmetic stuff is really good, right? But it's also nice that they, when adding the new stuff that does cost money, give at least an opportunity to buy the stuff using LE, which is still not fun because you have to grind for the LE and pay for it still, right? But I know that there are free-to-play players that, for example, have bought like all the festival crates using Silver Bull shares, so they don't actually have to spend their own money. I think this is like, it's gonna hurt either way. It's just how badly it's going to be annoying. Like, how annoying is it gonna be? And I kind of have to say this is like one of the lesser worse options, right? But I do agree, losing the character slots, that stings, right? Because we know what it was before it, right? And like, I have an alt account that's unranked. Yeah, it does, you know, because if you do want to play, but that means also if you've already played like 3 max leveled out classes or something, you've probably gotten like 300 hours or something gameplay for free. How many games give you 300 hours of free gameplay where you have everything unlocked without asking you for money? Right, if we put it into perspective, right? If you played like World of Warcraft, you couldn't even get through the door without paying. But I still understand, right? It sucks to have to pay, right? Because I started playing Wynncraft when I was very young, right? And I didn't have my own money, and I didn't have like a card to buy stuff online. So I know that if you don't have the ability to pay, or you don't want to pay, it sucks. And not being able to play all the classes or have all the classes does sting, especially. All right, let me just catch up with chat because I've been yapping. It would be cool. Wait, no, yeah, I read that one. By that logic, Deus Ex Mankind Divided is pay to win. I don't know that game. I have no issue with Silver Bull, just free to play. Class slots and champion AP are egregious. I get that those sting. I do. I mean, I get to have them because I bought the rank, so I think it's kind of fun to try out, but I get that if you don't have the early ability points, you have to work harder to get it, right? You have to level up to unlock all the spells sooner. But you only have to unlock, you only have to get to level 13 to get all the spells, I believe, or 11. These sort of stuff is common around mmorpgs. It's just now they did it, and even then it's still fair because you don't get significant advantage. That is true. Just PvE early game advantage, kind of quality of life, but when you create lots of characters and want to skip past the early section. How often does a casual player do hunted? That's true. Yes, they cost money. That's why I support Silver Bull and ranks, and why I tolerate crates with randomized drops. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to like everything, right? You can totally be for games needing money to run, but that doesn't mean that you have to accept every way they ask for money, right? Of course. Nothing is above criticism. Remember that, right? Especially as a consumer. 5 slots to be the standard. Yeah, I heard that it was 6 right now, but I think 5 would not have been too unreasonable. Like, it wouldn't have been unreasonable. But also keep in mind, statistically, most free-to-play players, like, I can't say specific statistics, but say 95% of free-to-play players, like all 95% of all unranked players, never do more than 1 or even 2 classes. Keep that in mind. So this is hurting, well, the dedicated but few, right? Which is not fun, being a very dedicated player, but still keeping true to your free-to-play opinion. It's not fun because you kind of feel alienated. I get that. Or they should just get a way to like swap so they could like delete a class, but they get like class backups or something. But that's another sort of rank bonus. Mob totems are basically the same thing as early ability points. That is true. I mean, mob totems help you level up faster, and well, when mob totems came out, people were mad about them too. There is one important difference though, and that is if you're a free-to-play player, mob totems won't like block you out. You can walk up to someone else who has used a totem and you can use it too, right? It's like XP bombs. They benefit people around you. Chanting that to some stream won't do much. Better have that talk on official Discord where staff can actually see the voice of the community. Well, considering I'm staff and the guy that does marketing, it's not useless either, right? But these are also not opinions that are sort of foreign to the staff, right? All of these sort of takes have been discussed to some degree, right? Because a lot of the staff are free-to-play players too. Keep that in mind, right? I mean, if you take like the content team, they're all most of them are volunteers, right? So they even work on the game for free. I really want to thank you for helping Win community and getting level higher. Without you, I wasn't gonna reach 100. You're welcome. I like helping people. While on the topic of rank perks, should we talk about gathering totems? Well, they are totems, right? So I assume that they help other players around you as well. So they're kind of cool, but 30%, it kind of feels a bit low to me. Because you only get 2. As a champion, I get 2 totems that only give a 30% chance to boost it, right? And it only lasts for 5 minutes. So you get 10 minutes out of 30%. So 30% out of 10 minutes is basically 3 minutes of double ingredients, or double mats, I mean. So I wish we got more, but they're not as important as mob totems. Although if you're a proffer, they're more important for sure, right? And you use them more often because if you're a proffer, you're already max level, most likely. Alright. A champion has significantly higher power than a free-to-play player. That's true. What if you had 3 slots, but after finishing or reaching one, you get more slots? Yeah. That would have been cool too. You see this as a competition when there's no really competition until level 105, when free points doesn't matter. Well, if you were to do like Hitch, right? If you do like Hitch, well, do you get the ability points is the question, right? If you have hunted, maybe you don't get the ability points. Actually, let's check. We can check. We'll just delete this because instant class deletion. So why did it start with warrior before? So if we do hunted, right? Because that would be PvP, right? If we do hunted, I wish I could skip this cutscene though, because it's so long. I don't want to look at this for like the billionth time. So if we do hunted, skip tutorial. Skip tutorial. So if we do hunted, we only have 1 ability point. So if you are in an actual competitive setting, hunted mode, that's the only time you're actually competing with other players, you don't get your rank benefit loaned ability points, because that would put you at an advantage. So the advantage problem is fixed. When you're in hunted, you don't get them early. Oh, Linus got bribed for this. No. I don't need to be bribed. Ulunus. I'm getting pinged in places. Am I getting ripped apart for my takes? Oh wait. Alright, let me just check. So, at least you don't get them in hunted mode. But you can still be unhappy about it. I still get... You could still think that it's unfair because you can compare yourself to other players still, right? Right, because there's still a leaderboard and stuff like that, right? So it will still make like leveling up easier, right? But so do bombs, but they help other players, right? This doesn't benefit other players in the same way other sort of things that make your leveling progress easier, right? Or fighting bosses and dungeons and stuff like that. This is a fine line. At what point does the progression for free-to-play players get so tedious and unfair? In order you have to have fun and progress, you need a rank. Well, I think generally, as long as you get to play the game, the whole game, it's kind of fine, right? Because you can do all the classes. A long time ago, right? Assassin was locked behind VIP rank. You couldn't even try Assassin without VIP, right? Now you have the ability to try any class and any archetype. You just can't have them all at the same time, right? I was hoping to get more support for this here. I mean, I think there seems to be a lot of people that agree with you, but that doesn't mean that everyone will agree with you or just agree with you to the same extent, right? Or not. He brings, how will Win get more players? That is true. Honestly, the progression in Wynncraft isn't the issue at all. The content gives more than enough XP to reach the end game. That is true. Formerly VIP. I mean, that was a bad thing. Assassin being locked was a bad thing, but that doesn't mean that it justifies doing anything now either, right? Like, I get it, right? I don't like the 3 class slots either, right? Yeah, it should have been like locking stuff, like locking content is never a good thing, right? Imagine if like loot runs you couldn't do if you were ranked, if you weren't ranked, right? Like that would suck. Personally, I wish that you had at least 5. 6 doesn't, like 6 isn't necessary. I think like 1 class or character slot per class would be great, if you ask me. But I've already voiced my opinion when this change was discussed, right? I wish there was 5 minimum, 3 not something I'm happy. But yeah, you don't seem to be getting anywhere. Trust me, you won't, like, it's hard to affect change. So even if everyone in here did agree with you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it would change anything. I think most people agree with you to the extent that they think that it should be the way that it was. I just don't think that everyone agrees that it is sort of as important, like to the same level of focus. I think everyone has something they're sort of focused on, and they focus on other things that they don't like. Like the ability points, for example, or something else, right? But yeah. Would be nice if we can do quests or get an achievement or earn a slot. That would be cool. The class slot should allow experience all content. Yeah, I agree with that. Would have been nice with 5. Let's see. You get the... If you have VIP, you get all of them, right? You get 5 with VIP. So the question is, when there's like a sale, how many Silver Bull shares would you need to get VIP, right? Like, let's say it would cost you on a sale like 2 stacks to get VIP. Then after completing all quests on only 2 out of the 3 characters, you could afford getting the other 2 slots, right? Because you can buy it with LE. So it kind of depends on the LE price, if you ask me, right? I mean, at least they aren't pissing off old players and they get to keep their slots. Exactly. It would be so bad if they removed slots that people already had leveled up. That would have been terrible. That would have been absolutely awful. But yeah, of course they didn't. Can we focus on cosmetics UI? Yes, the wardrobe. This one, I assume. You mean. Keep getting pings. Alright. Alright, what do we want to look? It's not like you're defending these changes 100%, like you have super reasonable take. The thing is, okay, I've known about the class slots being deleted since like February, right? So in like by the end of the year, if you share my opinion, or like if you still disagree to the extent like with my current opinion, which is I wish it was different, but oh well, right? Like I've had time to sort of cope with this, right? I reacted the same way everyone else is when I first heard about it. I've just known it for long enough to sort of get used to it at this point. But yeah. Alright. Cosmetics UI. I personally feel strongly against class slots rather than free ability points. 3 character slot is devious. I'm from Russia. We can't transfer money abroad. How am I supposed to have more slots? True. It would cost LE. So the question is how much LE? Right? Like, let's say you could afford VIP after finishing like 1 whole character and doing a couple of loot runs and stuff like that. Then it's not that crazy. Because you would have played the game anyway. I'm getting pinged with like threads where people are discussing this. I get this, right? I get it. It's never fun when games add more microtransactions. Anyways, cosmetics UI. Did we want to look at any specific cosmetics, or what do you want to know? We have weapon cosmetics, but mainly it's that the old ones, like Half Moon one, has been remodeled, so it looks very nice now. And then we have also some old hats that have been remodeled. I don't know if I have those specific ones. And then we of course have GLINTS, which is the cool stuff. So oh, I don't have armor because I'm level 1, but we can add like Aurora. Annihilation is looking real weird now. What if we made it more red? Blue? Cyan? And that looks more gray than white. Rainbow. Oh, that one, chrome was actually cool. I tried that one already. I mean, glitch is the highest one. And it still sort of maintains the original look, but it looks cool. But I kind of think that 3 years being subscribed for Silver Bull for this, like 3 years is a long time. Do attack effects actually work? Effects. I think attack effects are gone. You only have your particle effects now. By the look of it. Yeah, you only have player effects. That's kind of sad. But they never worked anyway, since like 2.0. No, what is inverted? That still looks sick inverted. I want to see what are the coolest combinations. But that's gonna take a while. I mean, the glints, or like these ones, the shine stuff, they always look good. They always look good. Right? All cosmetic changes are awesome. Yeah, I agree. Except that they don't work with shaders. See, that's what I care about. You know, the way you guys feel about the class slots, I feel about the shaders. Because this sucks. What is this? You know, I want to play with shaders. I mean, everyone else is going to see the cool effect. It's just that my weapon is going to be green. That's kind of lame. I'm pretty sure that they want to have a novel reason to stay subscribed, since before it was kind of useless. Yeah, that's true, right? I mean, I've been subscribed for the entire time, so it's just nice that I get some cool effects for it. But it's also, I can't use them anyway, or won't really, because it just makes everything green. Fallen, yeah, let's take a look at the Fallen one. Yeah, that's what shader does. Because they use core shaders to do this effect. It doesn't do it in the menu, by the way, right? Because shaders don't apply to UI, but yeah, it does that to everything. Super annoying. All right, let's take a look at. Let's make some kind of like. Wait, I always click the wrong button. Fallen. I have it. It's just that. There it is. So we have the Fallen Glaive. Let's remove it. The tint for it real quick. What hat would fit? Let's actually take a look at it inverted first. Okay, so it doesn't apply to the fire. Or like the particle. Or like the animated textures don't get affected. So if we make it all red. Okay, that is kind of sick. What about rainbow? Nah. I mean, this does look cool. I like the chrome. It does make everything look pretty. Oh, that looks cool. And distort. Nah. Blue. Okay, let's go for an all red. What would work good with red? We can make any hat red. So like if we took this one and like we turned ourselves into like some like corrupted, like we've been overtaken by corruption. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty dope. Yeah. There's endless possibilities almost. I feel like after a while there's gonna be some like standard combinations that the community have like figured out that look dope. But if we invert it, oh wait, it's this. That's the problem. All right. So if we invert this, it turns like icy, but then the flames don't match. So if we instead took this one and then we inverted this and we took annihilation, and then we need like aurora. That's the one. Aurora on the diamond armor. Now we're like some ice. Isolation. Isolation. I'm isolated. Yep. This is the isolation build. When you have no friends. That looks pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. Alright. How much Silverbull shares can I buy before it stops? I don't think there's a limit. Try with one of the frozen skins. Good idea. Let's see. The frost spear. Let's see if I have it. Do I have the original one? Is the question. No. But I do have this one, the boreal spear. Now it got inverted though, so we don't want that. We want to put aurora on it. Yeah. That looks pretty dope. Yeah. Pretty cool. It does, I mean, it does slightly change the diamond armor, but yeah. How many pings have I gotten today at this point? All right. Did you show the warrior rework? No, because I haven't gone. We were going through the changelog to see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, pets. That was the one thing we were gonna look at the wibbles. If we sort it by tier and then go down a little bit. Jack-o'-wibble. Moobell. And Vibrant Wibble. Wait, the Moobell has an actual like cow nose. Wait, no, I fell. Darn. Hello, you guys. Oh, they're here already. Look. Ah, that's hilarious. That looks so funny. Oh, and they blink. Oh, and they stay behind you now. They don't get in your eyes. Look at him. Aww. Oh wait, these two are clipping though. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The high tier wibbles. Okay, let's check. Orange wibble. Oh, here's the eye, so might as well check that. Carbon fiber wibble. Oh, that one looks cool. Wait, oh, I forgot. I did the wrong one. Jack-a-wibble with the orange wibble. I mean, the orange wibble is just orange. The eye looks cool, but it's so small now. But it's animated. How do we pet them? Oh wait, they're too low level. I can pet the eye. There we go. Oh, it has a petting animation. Look. Wow. All right. That's cool. All right. Let's see. Scrap menu got changed. All right. Scrap menu. Where do I scrap things? In the wardrobe, I guess. No? Wait, no. In here. There we go. Scrap. So this looks different. Let's scrap these. And let's see what it does. Oh, you gotta come. Oh, it animates. Copies. Oh, you can see the number. We don't need wind tilt anymore. That's cool. Dope. Oh wait, we're still in the thing. All right. Let's see. What else? Festival crates are gonna be temporarily unopenable until the festivals happen. Wynncraft accounts, we talked about that before. Some new account linking. There's new aspects as well. We talked about the Trickster rework. And then there's some general reworks to all classes and abilities, kind of. Some Battle Monk changes. Some new abilities for Battle Monk. Some Fallen changes, but not as many. And some miscellaneous changes. World changes, some new songs, fixing some chat message problems, fixing some quest stuff. Yeah, the normal sort of list of changes, buffing items and stuff like that, I guess, and tweaking some abilities. Yo, Freak Row. Shiny mythics do look cool now. Unless you have shaders, because then they don't look that cool. Then you can't tell that they're shiny. They're green. They're all green. What big changes did I miss? Kind of this big update generally, which is cosmetics, Trickster rework, and loot run trials. If you sort of just focus on the biggest stuff. So assassin changes. Like this. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, to use your clones you actually have to shift, otherwise it still just uses the cooldown. So you don't have to sacrifice your clones even if you have the ability to. If you do make a custom cursor for the Minecraft cursor mod, I'd love to see it. Oh, you can make custom ones too. It doesn't have pre-made ones, or does it have pre-made ones as well. I like this ability. That one. I think that's my favorite one. Unless you like green, exactly. But yeah, that's kind of like the update in general. And I'm probably gonna see. Oh yeah, you can see the animations other players have. So you can still have like, you can still look at your friends opening chests and stuff during festivals. This is another thing. Why are the colors so different or so similar? I mean, for Hero Plus and Media. But it's resource pack compatible. Oh, okay. Egregious. You can almost look like a media rank. I need a new color for YouTube rank. I need to be half red, half white. Who cares about streamers anyway? Do you think this update was better if it was bundled with Fruma? I mean, personally, I kind of... I mean, if you took like all patches that we've had for almost a year now, right? And all added them with Fruma, right? That would have made Fruma like a super mega update, right? But then you also wouldn't have time to like discover Outer Void because you're busy with Fruma anyway. So I don't know. I'd have to think about it. We'll see, you know, in terms of public reception. That's another good question. I think people are always gonna be upset when it has to do with microtransactions in video games and money. I think it would never really make people less upset about it, because that and that would kind of also minimize people's feelings. Like, I don't want to tell people like, oh, you're just saying it because you're not like distracted enough, right? Because that kind of is how it would sound, right? Show it with shaders. Don't look at the pants because the pants are a problem. But wait, oh, my helmet disappeared, but they turn green. You can see there the dagger's green. But that's not Wynncraft's fault. Well, I mean, they added it, but I just make videos that I prefer to have with shaders because it looks better. Can you try to open your content book? All right, like that. Or from your hotbar like this. But yeah, I think people would have still been upset, and that is like they have a right. Like, of course, they have every right to be. Right. Nothing is above criticism. Right. Just because it's your favorite game doesn't mean you have to be happy with everything they do. But you shouldn't harass people about it. Right. That's sort of where I draw the line. I think everyone, like, you can be as happy or as unhappy about any change as long as you don't harass like the content team about it, especially like personally, I mean, like attacking people and stuff. But I think most of us agree on that. It's only unreasonable people that do that anyway. So I don't think that needs to be said, really. It's kind of obvious. But yeah, I'll be making a short about the Trickster stuff probably for the main channel. Otherwise, I'll try to make a update video, but until then we have this stream. But I sadly have to go now because I have to go to work in the morning. I know, it sucks. But we had time to take a look at everything. I was a bit worried that we wouldn't have time to get to the loot run trials, but we did. And that was great. They're super difficult, high risk, but also high reward, especially if you're good at loot runs, right? Which I know a lot of you are. So hopefully we're gonna see some crazy like compilations of like people showing like them getting like 20 rerolls, 50 rerolls, plus 100 pulls and all that. Could you show the order in which you get the silver bull cosmetics? Okay, we can do that, but we'll only do it for the helmet. All right, so first you start with the hide one. It just makes it invisible. Not important. Blue. Wait, I'm still on F5. All right, there we go. We have blue. Then we have green. This kind of green annihilation is pretty cool. Then we have red. Then we have cyan. Then we have orange. Wait, that's cyan. Then we have black. Then we have white. Then we have pink. Wait, that was the wrong button. Sorry. Then we have purple. Oh, this is hard to control. Sorry. Then we have purple. Then you get inverted. Then you get plasma. Then you get rainbow, which shifts between the previous colors, basically. These ones. Then we get aurora. Super dope. More animated as well. Then we get shadow, which is this like black swiping effect. Then we get ripple, which is like the ripples on water when sun hits it. Then we have distort. This is one of my favorite because it looks like the wobble emoji. That's like sad. Then we have chrome. This is another dope one. I like it because it sort of keeps the original but still makes it look cool. So it's not like the rainbow one. It's kind of cooler. Then we have reflection, which is the white version of shadow, basically. And then finally, you have glitch. This takes three years to get. And that's all of them. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like the update more than you dislike the update, but I understand everyone that's upset, especially about the class stuff. How to make Wynncraft smoother? Use my performance mod packets in my Discord. All right. So I think we're gonna wrap up for today there. I'll try to get some content out about this update, but I also work like 50 hours a week, so please bear with me. That's also why there haven't been much content lately. Also, I've been working on a mod pack related thing, which I will be done with hopefully soon. But I'm obviously gonna prioritize the update first because it's new. Also, one more thing. When this update drops for real, we're doing another stream because we need to max out the 15th class slot, right? So we're probably gonna do like some speedrunning XP party, and maybe profs as well because, well, I need to get my prof levels up. So stay tuned for that. If the update were to drop next weekend, I won't be able to stream though because I am gonna be moving out, so that's gonna be annoying. I know that's sad. I'm not gonna be able to have my computer for a few days because I'm gonna have to take all this down. But anyways, feel free to, when this turns into a VOD, comment your opinion about the update. You can comment it on the official short as well. And don't shy away from having an opinion. Just make sure to be respectful and when sharing your opinion. Everyone has the right to have one. Keep that in mind. Nothing is above criticism. And have a great day, everyone. I hope you like the cool stuff that we saw. And yeah, see you guys whenever I see you next time, basically. And have a great day. Good.